Sutton for good mutton, Cheam for juicy beef, Croydon for a pretty girl, and Epsom for a thief. What a name in those days. Epsom had. Reared in Cheam. Grown in Cheam. Grown herbs and vegetables in gardens. Herbs were a vital part of medieval life, used in cooking and medicines and perfume the home of the cleaning too. Soap was a luxury for only the richest families. Oh, fireplace here. Faith and death, there we are. History. She was part of the Archbishop of Canterbury's estate, and like any village in England, the church governed all aspects of people's lives. That changed with the plague or Black Death in the mid-1300s. There we are. Plague, also known as the Black Death. We do not know much detail about Cheam during the plague. There is some evidence that it may not have suffered as badly as other places. The times were still very hard. Details here. This is Whitehall. Right royal neighbour. Key players came to stay, bring with them hundreds of staff. Servants were required too. Land Henry's place now. Cuddington's spot Henry chose for none such palace. Had it once even bigger and busier? Had once been busier than Cheam, but by Henry's day it was in decline. There we are. And so it goes on. Henry VIII. Cheam discoveries. Trail there as well. Whitehall, there we are. Where we are now, built around 1500. Already a farm, although layout is not typical. So it may have had another purpose. It has been home for which was 500-year history. It was built in a prime location in the village, close to the manor house and the church. The closely spaced note timbers and jetty on the front and back show that it was a building of some quality and importance. Whitehall is listed grade 2 there. In Cheam, the village of Cheam, not that far from Sutton. Although very busy traffic going through these days. On the edge of London. Well, of course, into Surrey. History here, there we are. 809, Whitehall was described as the council house over into a tradition that Elizabeth the First had used the building for the purpose of staying in none such palace. Another old name, again originating with Elizabeth I, was maid of honour house, suggesting that her maids stayed here when she was none such. There we are. Monkholm's wealth and status. Whitehall is much less grand than most houses, the same age that are still standing today. That makes it extra special since it shows us how a wealthy but non-aristocratic family lived 500 years ago. And if you want to have a look at that, do pause. There were some of the tools of the day there with the mod cons here. Whitehall's interior has changed a great deal in the last 500 years since it was first built. Its garden is now much smaller than it once was. Of course, there's an awful lot of houses and buildings around here. Growth of the village, but its original wood frame structure and its local materials which was built have stood the test of time. Really had 2 floors. A very basic staircase, there we are. In the early 17th century, the floor was integrating the attics along with dormer windows to bring natural light in. And also refurbishment right up to 2017 when the fabric of the building was restored. On the lift and 2 side extensions were added. So a lot of history here at Whitehall. Well, here we are in Whitehall upstairs here. Quick look around at some of the other rooms here. Upper lifting, a bit of modernisation here. In 2017, dress to redress. Closing shortly, but they have offered us to come back again. Creative writing here for the wellbeing. There we are. Sutton College. Sutton being not that far away here. But, World War I. Cheam serves the nation. The all-important war heroes. 67 men died in the war. The memories here as well. There are some people there who suffered. Blockbuster film, 1917, good lord. You can see some of the pictures here as well. Up to date here. Art against domestic violence even. In the late 1700s, Cheam had a reputation for being a pleasant and prosperous and healthy place to live. They were professional gentlemen built the country homes here, and as transport links improved, more people moved here with their families. They asked not to touch things here. Making a living. Brewing. There we are. Looks like an office then, impromptu office. Cheam in the Civil War. Some history of Cheam. Up to the attic. Final place to see before it closes. There we are, servants' quarters here. There we are. Lights all come on here. Whitehall's past inhabitants here. Up in the servants' quarters, they always, of course, lived at the top of the old houses, of course. Usually small rooms. Here lived Reverend George Aldrich, 1602 to 1685. There we are. Royal Scholar and the Curate. Bible and various other material here, candles for prayer and everything else. And quiet devotion. James Bovey, 1622 to 1696. There are owners' residence of Whitehall with probable dates. It was 1963. Lodges there as well. Some of the clothing of the day. The old newspaper as well. There we are, I know what that one is. Looks like it's from 1963. There we are. Elizabeth II is crowned. So it's 1953. Sorry, beg your pardon. As you'd expect, Queen Elizabeth and the coronation. Up in the attic here. The final room here. There we are. The book explores the career of Captain James Killick, past president of Whitehall, a well-known captain of the wooden teak Calipper Challenger built in 1852 by Richard Green. sewing machine there, even an old cine camera. The steep staircase here. Well, here we are, the village of Cheam here, and we have Whitehall here, the historic house, with a lovely cafe there as well. And the other building is a similar style next door. There's some old buildings still left here, but certainly if you want to see some contrasting architecture going back probably to the post-war period, there we are, 1950 probably, with the architecture there and the changing face of the air over the years, as well the rest of London. Of course, it's Cheam in Surrey. This is Cheam.